Investigations, inspiration, and offbeat stories. That is what you will find when tuning into Inside Edition every night with Deborah Norville. And Deborah joins us this morning with a sneak peek of what's to come. Good morning, Deborah. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much. It's great to be with you. Yeah, we have a story today that I think you guys are really going to be interested in, because O.J. Simpson has continued to make headlines despite the fact that he's out of prison. Whether he's in prison or not, he makes headlines, and so do the people who are around him. So today we're going to be giving you sort of the update on the woman who was by O.J.'s side during so many of the court cases that we all witnessed. And you'll remember this woman, when they lived in Florida, you saw a lot of Christy Prody. Here you see her with O.J. They're going to some swanky party, and they really live the luxury life. This is Christy Prody today. She has been struggling with drug addiction. She now lives in North Dakota. She has lost custody of her little girl, and she is so down on her luck that she's literally renting a room from another person so she's got a roof over her head. So tonight on Inside Edition, we'll talk about how her life went from lavish parties and Dom Perignon to, you know, renting a room and trying to stay clean.
So my first thought, why is she wanting to share her story and share this with the world about how down on her luck, you know, she is? Is she trying to get something? What does she want? Why does she want to share her story, do you think?
That's a really good question. I think mostly she's doing it just because we asked. You know, when O.J. came out of prison, you sort of think back to who were all the people in the O.J. orbit, and she was certainly very prominent because she and O.J. were together for 12 years. She was by his side during the criminal trial, during the civil trial, during the road rage trial. And she said when the criminal trial that he ended up going to prison for, the one that had to do with trying to get the stuff back at the Vegas hotel, when that trial was about to take place, she said, I just can't do it again. And she broke off with O.J. and, you know, went her separate ways. She says that drugs were very much a part of her and O.J.'s time together. But when we asked her flat out, so you're a drug addict, what are you hooked on? And she said it's meth and cocaine. And she said she and O.J. did coke together. We said, well, are you addicted because of him? She said, no, absolutely. You cannot pin that on O.J. Simpson. I have to take ownership on that. So she was very clear about that.
Do they still talk? Do they communicate at all?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think so. We showed her photographs, which you may have seen on Inside Edition, of O.J. shortly after he got out of prison. He was photographed in a bar in Vegas with a couple of ladies, and he's having a cocktail and looks like that O.J. smile that we all saw for years and years and years. She said, well, that's him. You're not going to see any guys in the picture. But the crazy thing is, Carly, she still loves him.
Oh, wow. Huh. All right, we have a minute left. Let's talk about this Peyton story that's going to be airing on Monday. This is pretty interesting from several years back.
Yes. From several years back, like 21 years back. And for the first time ever, you are going to hear from the woman who was the other party to an incident that happened in the training room when Peyton Manning, seen here retiring, was a student at the University of Tennessee. She was a trainer. She was examining his foot. He says he was mooning a teammate. She says that wasn't it at all. She called the sexual assault crisis line. She was so sure it wasn't being mooned. She wasn't being mooned. So when you join us on Monday, we'll have the full details. First time ever that Jamie Norwright will be speaking out.
All right. Well, Deborah, thanks for joining us this morning. I love you never know what stories you're going to tune in and see on Inside Edition. So thanks for giving us a preview today, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, Deborah.
Thank you for having me.